What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome to a pretty awesome video showing you guys how to see very quickly and very efficiently if you've got any players in your club for profit. Now I want to first of all ask if you could drop a thumbs up on the video, that'd be awesome. Second of all, if you want any G2A, MSP or PSN codes, link is in the description below. And third of all, I did indeed get this from Reddit, however it's not from Reddit and I can't find the thread again where I read it. I will find it for when we go to the next portion of the video and give credit to the person who created the thread. But basically, I'm going to show you, if you've got a lot of players in your club, like I have, I'm going to show you exactly how you can efficiently and quickly see if any of them have good value. And the reason why it'd be awesome is because you can either sell the ones that have good value or know not to sell them because you might want to keep them. And then you can use the rest of the players that don't have that good value up in squad builder challenges, the bronze, the silver and the gold upgrade, which is awesome. Or you could just discard them if you just want the coins. So first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to, like, I like to do it with 3 teams. So you want to create a team, right? Formation doesn't matter. And you want to just go to a position, a club or a league or a nation that you've got quite a lot of players of. So for me, for example, we're going to go for bronze strikers and let's go for England, right? Because we've got loads of English bronze strikers. We don't want Aston Villa, we just want any. So any English bronze striker. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to fill this club up. 11 bronze strikers. You don't need to fill up the bench. You don't need to fill up anything else. Just fill up 11 bronze strikers literally whatever players you want. I'm going to do bronze strikers because for me, some of these have value they have no idea about. What league they're from doesn't matter. The chemistry doesn't matter. Nothing matters. So this is team 1. We're going to do 3 teams here today. So team 1 are these bronze strikers. We're then going to create a brand new squad. That's called bronze 1. We're going to create a new one, start from scratch and call it bronze 2. And we go into bronze 2 right there. And you do exactly the same thing, except this time we're going to take English left mids. There's so many English players, so why not do English players? And again, we're going to do just bronze right now. So we're going to go quality bronze, nation, England. And we're just going to take the first 11 English left mids. Now, some of these are non-rares, some of them are rares. So very likely that some of these bronze players don't have any value at all. But this is, as I say, this is a super quick way to figure out whether they do or not. So that's our left mids. And our third team, we're going to do bronze right mids. So we're going to create a new squad. We're going to call it bronze 3. And we're going to be done with that there. And we're just going to do exactly the same thing again. Don't have to fill in the reserves or anything like that. We're going to go bronze. We're going to take the right mid slot like so. We go for English players. And again, you can do any players. It doesn't have to be bronze, doesn't have to be right mids, left mids, English players. It could be any 11 players you want that you've got in your club that you just want to know quite quickly whether or not you have any value to those players or not. So we do that. Bang. So we've got 3 squads. Right, 3 squads. Bronze 1, bronze 2, bronze 3. What you're going to want to do now, guys, is you're going to want to leave Ultimate Team. It's very important you leave Ultimate Team, otherwise you can't get onto the web app. So you want to exit Ultimate Team and then head on over to the web app. So guys, once you find yourself onto the web app, I mean, you could do it all on the web app if you like. I just find it personally easier to put the players in on console. And the reason why you need to log out of console is so that you can actually get into the web app. Otherwise, you'll be locked out of it. It'll say, we're sorry, you're logged in on console. I went back to Reddit. The person who created this thread was SwampD33R. So legend to him. I wouldn't have known about this, wouldn't have got this information this quickly if it wasn't for him and if it wasn't for the boys at Reddit. Got a lot of love for Reddit. I know a lot of them don't particularly like me, but the feeling doesn't have to be mutual. Got a lot of love for Reddit. I think it's a fantastic source of information for FIFA and recommend anyone to go over there. And once again, for Swamp D, thank you, dude. Or Swamp Deer, it looks like, with 33R, D3. Swamp Deer, dude, appreciate you bringing this to the attention of the masses. You're doing the Lord's work, so thank you very much. So what you want to do, guys, is you want to go and share all 3 of your squads. I've already got a link there. So you're going to create a share URL for bronze 3. Job done. You then want to go and change your squad to bronze 2. And you want to go and make that active. And then you want to go and share bronze 2 as well. Create another share URL. So now we have 2 share URLs. And then you want to go to your squads again. And you want to go to bronze 1 and make that your active squad. And then go to share again. So what we've got now is we've got 3 links. So you might want to put, you can either use these off the web app or you might want to copy and paste them into like a notepad or something, because what you want to do, guys, is you want to take that link. So this is our bronze 1 link. So we're going to copy to clipboard. Okay, so that is now copied to clipboard. You want to go to futbin.com/analysis, which will take you to this page right here. You want to paste your link in. That's the link, that's the share link. Choose whichever console you're on and go to calculate. And what this is going to do, guys, is it's going to show you the value of all of these cards. So we've got 2 cards on bronze 1 that are worth a lot. 1,200 for Wright, 1,400 for Sanson, and 900 for Lookman. So what I'm now going to do is I'm now going to either just go back onto console and go and look at those dudes and compare them, because what happens with bronzes, with Futbin specifically, is they don't update as quick as gold. So he might have been worth 1,400 now, he might actually only be worth 1,000 or 800. So we'll go and check these out. So Wright, Hansen and Lookman are 3 valuable players in the bronze 1 squad. Then, guys, we go back to the web app again. We go get the bronze 2 share link. We go back to the analysis page. We go back to the front page. We post the bronze 2 link. We go to Xbox One again. And now here, wow, so we've got Shodipo, who's got good value. Hemmings you may want to sell just for the sake of selling him because he goes for 400. Brow there looks like he's worth a good amount of coins. And Ellison, again, worth a small amount of coins. Might be worth selling. So there's 2 players definitely worth selling there, and 2 players that you could decide to sell or keep depending on how you want it to go. And then last but not least, guys, you go into your bronze 3. Now you can do this 5 teams at a time, 10 teams at a time, 1 team at a time, like, you know, whatever suits you. We go grab our 3rd link there. We go back into the analysis section of Futbin. We paste it in, we choose our console, we calculate, and this time around, so with these guys with the right mids, none of them have any value. So we could either use them all in SBC upgrade, so you could now go to the bronze upgrade and know that your first 11 right mids can just be used. You know you'll get the chemistry, and boom, you're going to upgrade that to a silver pack. You can either discard these dudes, or you could keep hold of them and think, okay, well, I'll check again in 24 hours or 48 hours and see if any of these have value. So now that we know which 7 players have some value, let's go back onto the console and basically take a look at how much their true market value is based on what we know rather than what Futbin says. Because like I say, if we go back real quick and get bronze 2 and copy to clipboard and then paste bronze 2 back into analysis, I just want to show you real quick that it's not always exactly accurate. So Brow, the left mid, hasn't updated for 5 hours. So 5 hours ago he was there for 1,800 coins and then 2,500 coins next. But within that 5 hours, who knows what's happened that's changed his price. So let's get back onto the console, guys, and we will check it out. Okay, guys, so as we go back into the teams, we're back on the console again now, and we look at our 11 players here, and we know that Wright, Hansen and Lookman were some players that had some value. So right here, Futbin said had some value, so we'll check his price. There's only 1 on the market. Now, it might be a situation where he doesn't sell or no one wants him. But it might be a situation where, because there's only 1 on the market, I'll list him up for 2,500 coins and just see if someone wants him. If anyone actually wants this guy, they will buy that version of him. Next up was Hansen. So Hansen also had some value. So we'll check out Hansen. 10,000, 10,000, 400, 200. So that's what I mean. It's like sometimes the market is a bit iffy. Now there's only 2 there with 3 with 200. There's only a few on the market. So this, you know, this dude might be worth listing up for 300, 400 and see if you get a sale. But likelihood is he's not going to sell, and it's just the simple fact that there was none of him on the market at the given time that Futbin crawled his price. And then last but not least was Lookman, and Lookman for Charlton has some value as well. Obviously has 2 cards in the game. So Lookman there, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000. This looks like someone trying to price fix him. 5,000 is the minimum price. 3,000 is the minimum price. 2,400, 1,500. So again, Lookman is there. 1,500 min bid. We'll pop him up for 1,100. We'll list him. Now, what you can do here, guys, is the shiny cards I wouldn't recommend using in upgrades because they typically are the most valuable when SBCs come out that they're useful for. But you can either discard all of these players and pick yourself up, you know, 300, 400 coins, or you could put them in the Squad Builder Challenge upgrade for the bronze upgrade method, or you could just hang on to them and know that you've got these players in your club when you might use them. We then go over to bronze 2, which had 4 potential sellable players. So we had Shopido was first. Shopido had some value, not crazy. I can't remember. I don't think it had crazy value. I think this was like 400 coins, right, for Shopido. 2,000, 1,000. Well, there you go. Look at that. His cheapest bin is 1,000 coins. So we'll list him up for 700. There's a player I never would have known that would have sold for 700 and would have taken me ages to find his value. Hemmings was also good value on here, I guess because he's English and has 86 pace. 3,000, 6,000, 5,000, 6,000, 5,000, 10,000. So again, we get ourselves a nice, I'll list him up for 2.5k there. And Brow was another one. Where is Brow? Brow is here. So this was the dude that was worth the most. He was worth a crap ton, but he's only got 68 pace. So yeah, he actually isn't worth more than just 200 coins, right? It must have again been one of those situations where there just wasn't many of him on the market when Futbin crawled his price, and so I wouldn't even bother trying to sell him personally. And then Ellison was the last player that supposedly had some value, and Ellison is here now. He only has 39 pace, which actually might give him value because he's so low paced. 600 coins there. I think he was 400 coins, right? So he's 300 coins. I mean, you could probably try and list him a couple of times for 300-400 coins, but the likelihood is nothing's going to come of it. So I'm going to keep him in the club until an SBC that has Morecambe in it comes about, because then he'll probably go up to like 1,200-1,500 coins. So what we look at now, and you can see I've actually been doing this a lot just to check that players were selling, and I did it with a lot of random players. You can see here, this guy 1,100, 950. These are players that I just never would have known to sell in my club that I've managed to sell for a decent amount of coins because of this method, very efficiently and very quickly. This guy, he was just sitting in my club. I have no idea why he's 3.5k, but he's 3.5k. I managed to sell him. Boom. He literally would have rotted in my club forever if I hadn't have done this. And there's obviously really efficient ways to do it. And you can see all of these players here that I've done. 6,000 coins for this dude. He was just, I don't know why I didn't check his price in the first place, but a Pro League dude. 1,000 coins for the Bundesliga guy there. All of the bronzes, all of the silvers here. I checked all of their prices using this method. Some of them obviously I knew they would have value, like the J-League dudes have value. A lot of the BPL like players sell. This guy for 400 coins, and never would have known he would have gone for 400 coins. He was a guy that I would have been like, I would have checked one time and he wouldn't have sold. And then I would have checked now and he goes all of a sudden for 400 coins. But like I say, you can do this, dudes, with gold, silvers, bronzes, left mids, right mids, goalkeepers. Like, you know, if you want to be like super efficient with your club. And again, here, this guy was the only guy on the market. Literally, there was none on the market when I tried to list him. I guess there's some on the market now because he's not selling. I probably got a bit greedy trying to get him for 10k. But all of these players, I would not have listed if it wasn't for this method that I've like shown you guys here. And if we go to the English players, and you can see I've got my whole club is there. So we've got a few players here. Maybe these dudes don't sell. Maybe we have to relist them a little bit cheaper again. Or maybe they sell, you know, only time will tell. You guys will have to try it out for yourselves. But one of the best things is, what I would propose people to do to make this the most efficient way is to basically to use the upgrade SBCs, to use this bronze, silver and gold upgrades, is go one league at a time. So what you'll want to do is go and build loads of squads for one league, and specifically leagues that are high demand. So your top 5 leagues, any SBC leagues, go and build all of the teams to fit all of the players in. So you know you'd build a league here. So you go swap player, and you would start with say the Turkish league, and you just go and get just the first 11 Turkish players, golds, throw them all in like so. Obviously, some of some of these golds might be worth absolutely nothing, but there might just be one of these gold players that has really, really good value, and you just won't know until you check. And through this Futbin method, it's super, super easy to check. So you do your first 11 golds, you throw them in this team. Now, it is going to get a bit tricky to keep on top of things. In fact, we've only got 11 golds. So I would do all of these 11. I would then go and check this team and see. In fact, let's go. I'll go and check this team real quick, and I'll come back and let you guys know if there's any outstanding players here that I would have had no idea would have had value. So I will be right back. All right, guys, so after checking it out, it turns out there's a couple of dudes. Marcelo, the centre-back, is that this guy. This guy goes for about 1,000 coins. So he might be worth selling. But because he's a Brazilian centre-back from the Turkish league, you might want to hold on to him until he's worth a little bit more. But I'll list him up for 1,200 coins and see if he goes on to sell. You've also got Castillo. He's 700 coins, but that's because he's shiny. De Jong is 800 coins. So again, might be worth selling him, might be worth hanging on to him until Galatasaray are in a marquee matchup and have some value. But as you can see there, there's actually like 1,600 was his cheapest, so I'll list him up for 1,300 bin and like 800 start price and see if we get a bite there. And overall, that is pretty much it. The other guys are expensive just because they discard for value. So again, there was 2 more players there that we were able to get hold of. Now, all of these other gold cards, except for the shiny cards, the other gold cards that we've got here are all 400 coins maximum, which means you could trade. You could either discard these dudes, safe in the knowledge that they're not worth anything, or you could put them through the squad builder upgrade, or you could hold on to them until they have some value. But I just wanted to make this video real quick, guys, just to show you that it's a really efficient, really quick way to get through your club, especially like I have a lot of players, right? So I've got 5,000 players, so it will take me hours and hours to do it this way, to do it anyway. But if you guys only have a few hundred players or 500-600 players, you could get through a lot of your players with this method real quick, generate a crap ton of coins out of it from players that you didn't even know that you had in your club that had value, and that would be great. It would be awesome if EA implemented something that just had the current lowest price next to players. So like, let's say you go into your club and then you go to your players, and you know, right here on ISCO, you can tab across here, and instead of contracts and fitness, it has lowest bin, highest bin on the market. So you could be like, oh, so the lowest bin for ISCO, it says, is 134,000. What did I pay for him? 138,000. I don't want to sell him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that sort of stuff would be cool. But since EA don't have it in there, if you want, like I say, an efficient way of finding out quite quickly how much your players are worth and potentially selling some players that you didn't even know that had any value, this is the way for you. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.